If you're in a relationship, a marriage, or a dating relationship, and it's not working the way you wanted, as a matter of fact, it may have gone down the tubes a while ago, but you're still hanging in there, I've got some really important information for you. Hi, I'm David Essel. You know, every Saturday from 6 to 9 Eastern, 3 to 6 Pacific, we host David Essel Live on XM Satellite Radio, Channel 168, Super Talk, Channel 168. And that show is also broadcast live via our website at talkdavid.com. Well, about a week ago, I was interviewing Dr. David Hawkins, who's written about 30 books on relationships, and he's the director of the Marriage Recovery Center in Seattle, Washington. And we were talking back and forth about the phenomena of counseling. And he's a counselor, he's a therapist, right? And I was saying to him how in the world of addiction recovery, which I work in, I also work in relationship recovery work. He's been doing this for 30 years, specifically marriage recovery. I said, it's interesting how people have a tendency to want to come in and do work, you know, like once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like that. And he said in his words, now listen to this, if someone wants to save a marriage or relationship that has hit really troubled water, it would be malpractice on his part to work with someone once a week. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it was like manna falling from the sky. I was so happy to hear that because that's what we try to tell people all the time in addiction recovery, or people that want to create a greater income, or people that want to create a better body or a deeper relationship with God, is that the bigger reward that you want out of life, the greater the effort. Now, there's some people that are walking a very esoterical spiritual path, say, you know, it's not about working harder, but it is about working harder, and I mean that. Now, sometimes working harder means finding more time to meditate, to chill out, to allow the presence of the divine, or to allow the gifts from the universe to come to you. I don't doubt that at all, but that's still work. And when it comes to relationships, when Dr. Hawkins said that it would be malpractice on his part to say to a couple, yes, I'll work with you once a week for an hour, that is what you and I need to take away from everything I'm going to share with you right now. Now, he told us a bunch of other great tips, but that's the big one. Whatever you want, if you're willing to do that work with a relationship, if you're willing to be vulnerable, if you're willing to do the written work, if you're willing, then put in more time than 1 hour a week. And some counselors out there and therapists won't be happy when I say this next statement too as well, but when you're working with a therapist, a counselor, or coach, make sure they're giving you written assignments, homework assignments, things that you take home and work by yourself. Now, there might be some exercises that you do with your partner as well, to try to enhance communication. But let me tell you the biggest mistake in the world. The biggest mistake in the world is going to a counselor, a coach, or a therapist in regards to relationship work and asking them to help you learn the keys to communicate. It's not about learning communication skills. It's something much deeper than that. It's much bigger. It's going back and looking at, you know, what are my opinions and what are my belief systems about men, about women, the roles in society. You know, what is my belief system about speaking honestly, about setting boundaries, about asking for what I want? What are my belief systems about trying to disengage when arguments happen? You know, these are the key. It's not about, you know, counting to 10 and then talking. It's not about listening skills. It's not about communication skills. It's really not. In the beginning, it's about finding out what your major blocks are, not your partner's, but what yours are. Listen, every Saturday, tune in, because we've got great guests like Dr. David Hawkins on relationships, spirituality, etc. And go to our website, talkdavid.com, where you'll find a list of the guests coming up every week. We put them out a week ahead of time so you know who's coming up that next Saturday. And join us. Join us on the XM Satellite Radio Show. And if you don't have XM, remember you can listen to it right here on the internet via talkdavid.com. And if I can help you with any of your coaching needs in regards to your personal, your business, addiction recovery, whatever it is, send me an email at talkdavid. I'd be more than happy to help you, okay? The most important tip I'm going to leave you with right now, though, is get started today. Have a great day.